Okay, beloved pyramid, how we are here. So with the pyramid, we can obviously just remember one simple thing. The volume of the pyramid is the easiest thing to remember. It is literally 1/3 times the area of the base. This here, this A times H here, is literally just representing the area of the base. Because with this base, this is A, they could refer to that as A, and then they can refer to this as H. Literally, nothing to it, nothing crazy. So the idea now is with a pyramid, obviously you may be thinking to yourself, but then how do you get the surface area of a pyramid? With the surface area of a pyramid, they have to have given you quite a bit of information. For example, all you will need though is this slanted height over here. You will need that slanted height, and then you will need the distance from the very top there, and then you will need this distance over there, because you are going to use this right angle triangle in here to work out the slanted height. So with the pyramid, right, let's use these dimensions here, you see, to give an idea of how you would work out your surface area, because that's like, you know, the main idea behind these things. So if you're going to work out your surface area, let's keep it with the orange, because I remember all the other ones, you know, we're using the orange for surface area. So let's not exclude this one from the others. So let's see, surface area here, you just have to be careful because you clearly need this distance here. I don't know what you want to call it. We could label it X, and you need that distance there, which is H, and then clearly this one we can just label it S. Now clearly, if you're using this idea, if you're using this sketch here, let's use these dimensions. Obviously H here, they gave it to us as 27, and then this is 9 and that is 9, so X here, let's just label it 9 as well. So clearly, if you're going to get your surface area here, all you need to keep in mind is that you are just visualizing a sketch that looks like this. You have your square base there. Just write this here. You have your square base over here. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. And then you have this here. Yo, wow. There we go. You know what, ne? Let's just use freehand for this one. So obviously, if you're looking at your base, right, if you open up this shape here, you're gonna have something that side. See, it looks terrible, man. It just looks so bad. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it. But let's just brave it out, you know. Let's just thug it out. There we go. Now we need 3 more of these. Whew, there we go. That was very strange, but we are done now. So obviously, when you're looking at it from the top and this thing has been like opened up, then you want to recognize that your slanted height here is basically this distance from here there. That's your slanted height. You see, this is also going to be the slanted height, just for the fun of it. So let me actually just specify that the whole thing here is just 18, so that this being a 9 makes sense. Anywho, with our sketch here, technically speaking, if you want to now work out the area of this shape, you want to remember your area of each triangle here. It's just going to be half base times height. So for a sketch like this one, if it's a square based pyramid, then let's just specify that this is equal to that, which is equal to that, which is equal to that, so that here we know that all those are equal. So technically, if you're going to get the area of this shape, you just want to get the area of the triangles, and then you just add the square, the square in the middle there. So obviously, our slanted height squared is just equal to h squared plus x squared, which is technically going to be square root of h squared plus x squared. If you throw figures in there, or values in there rather, you're going to get that your value for s would be this. So in our calculator, let's see there what we get. We're getting the square root of 9. We're getting that 9 square root of 10. So I guess it's worth mentioning one more time even though this is not like the algebra course. If you've gone through the algebra course, then you know that you don't do this. It is totally wrong. You cannot then say 27 plus 9 is your answer. Oh no, please never do that. Like, please, I beg of you, don't ever do that. Like, please. Save the pandas, man. Every time you do that, a panda dies. Like, you know that? Like, just don't do that. So, anywho, oh, come on, cancel that. We have our value for our slanted height now, you see. And obviously, when this whole thing is like opened up, your slanted height is this one here, you see, 9 square root of 10. Fantastic. And then our what you may call, our base there is technically going to be 18. So we have here 18. So if you're going to work out the surface area here, it's quite simple. You just need the area of your triangle over there. Let's see, the area of this triangle here, the area, as we said, is just going to be half base times height. So technically, you have 8 of these, right? I mean, 4 of these, yo. So your area for the triangles there is just going to be 4 times half times base times height. That's for your triangles only. And then the centerpiece here is technically just length times breadth. There you go. So obviously now you can see where your surface area formula comes from. Because I mean, if you think of it, if you had to paint this shape, you'd paint the 4 sides there and then you'd paint the bottom. If it's like a toy, you'd paint the bottom. So anyways, the surface area here, we know it's just this. If you multiply inside, this is just going to be a 2. So here it's going to be like 2 base times height. Or rather, let me not actually write it like that, because I think if you're thinking of things like the slanted height and everything, it may just confuse some people. So let us just work out using a figure. So technically here, let's just specify that we are using these specific dimensions here. So we're going to take this and that, we're going to throw them over there. So here you would have 4 with the half base times the height there, and then you would have plus this length times breadth there. You see, of which all this, what would it give you? It would be a 4 there times the half. The base here is like 18. The height here is 9 square root of 10. And then here this is plus 18 times 18. You see, because it's like length times breadth, they're the same. So you can just put here 18 squared. And then obviously all this, you just want to put it into your calculator. Might as well make this a bit smaller because it's like, you know, stealing space. There we go. All this in your calculator. You see, we're just making an example to showcase that with surface area, it's not a big deal. Just remember, it is just a matter of opening up your sketch and then working out the area of each side individually and then putting it all together. So here, let's see what we get here. So here our answer would be 1348.58. So 1348.58. That would be the surface area of this shape. And you can see the idea with surface area is you're always able to generate the formula. You don't have to cram it, because it's not a matter of cramming a formula. It's about generating the formula, and you have generated the formula. You see, it's just your shape. You open it up. You see, if it was this one, you were just going to like open it up and everything. I might as well finesse this thing, remove this 9 here. Like, you know, let's remove you. Let's just throw in an 18 there. Net for control. Just because we can. Ha ha ha. Anywho, that's that for this chapter. The main idea with this chapter was to showcase that, you know, when it comes to volume, area, perimeter, all that stuff, you just need to keep calm, you know, keep calm. And remember that the different formulas work together depending on whether you're dealing with a 2D shape or 3D shape. You see here, when working with area or surface area rather, you have to consider each side individually, which makes it a 2D shape, 2D shape, 2D shape, 2D shape, 2D shape, and then you add them all up. And then with the others, I guess you get the idea as well. So in the next few chapters, that's when things get deep. And always remember, you see the top here is called the apex. So if you play apex, what's up, Apex Legends. But if you don't play Apex Legends, then hey, it's fine, man. It's fine. We're not gonna judge you. Anywho, let's just move on. Let us just move on.